Welcome back to the D4 channel. Another. Whoop.
What?
Oh, I thought you said something else.
What do you think?
I don't know what you said. My mind is on sneakers right now because we found an amazing sneaker show. But this is not a sneaker show. We're not sponsoring. This is not a sneaker show. We are here for another spoiler episode of The Bad Batch. Season 3
always
episode is always bad. Like D4, I could even tell this was a series finale because, I don't know, it's a little, it's not the heights of the Clone Wars or Rebels, but that's okay.
It's not bad, but it's definitely an interesting way of formatting.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about episode 13, Into the Breach, and of course this is a spoiler review. But before we get to that, what do they gotta do? D4?
You gotta like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, please, and we have a Spotify description. So you'll get this later.
Listen to us.
A little later.
Listen to us. If you don't want to see our pretty mugs, listen to our pretty voices on Spotify. So do all of that. But without further ado, this is a spoiler review for episode 13. So if you haven't seen Into the Breach, leave now because it's a spoiler review. Now, D4, this episode is okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
And
I think they're going to be 16 episodes because each season before had 16 episodes.
Yeah.
So this is episode 13, so we have 3 more episodes left.
It's a bit concerning.
I really hope they got to hit the ground running in the next episode.
Yeah.
Because this one, and like you said, you hate the formatting when they do like a 25, 25, 25.
I did not enjoy the formatting for this episode because instead of half and halving it or going full on into like one area, they kept on going back to the Bad Batch and then to Omega and then to the Bad Batch and then Omega. And it's like, no, you gotta just half of the episode and then half of the episode, or just full episode focus on one or the other.
Right, because if I think about it now, if they did what you said and focus on one of the things in each episode. Last episode, they could have got off all the parts of Omega in that episode and this episode on last episode.
You want to take care of Omega first before you like head to
Tantus, right? Which is what they did in this episode, which they could have did both the freeing of Admiral Rampart and that in this one episode. They could have just had it all in one episode, but they didn't do that.
This is more cohesive.
I think so, and it'll keep your attention more instead of jumping around a lot. And when
I feel like jumping around a lot, it makes me forget faster.
Right?
Real.
And the episodes go like a little too quickly when that happens because you're going from here, then you go from here, then you go from here, then you go from here. And it's like, I'm like, slow down. This is a series finale. Also, I don't know why it doesn't feel like a series finale.
It feels like we're kind of like in the middle.
Yeah, because Clone Wars, it felt like a series finale. You had Order 66 going to happen.
The kind of the end of the middle.
End of the middle, right? This doesn't seem like the end of the entire show. Rebels, like, we went through Rebels last 3. It's like World Between Worlds and then the Wolves and then Thrawn going, like, it felt like it's going to end.
Intense.
It was intense. This one, I don't know, it's underwhelming for some reason.
It was intense. Like, it gave anxiety with the whole sneaking in.
Right? So let's start with Omega. She's in the facility, right? And she's with the children that are all trapped, apparently doing Tetris. I don't know why.
They're just like doing connecting building blocks.
Yeah, I don't know why that would prove whether they have connection to the Force.
I think it's just to keep their brain active.
Okay, well, they could have did something.
That's what she said. It was just to keep their brain active.
Oh, that's what she said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All I remember was she said they want us to play these games, but I forgot what her reason. Just to keep her brain active.
Yeah, it's just to keep their brain active.
Wow, they could have chose a better activity to kind of... But okay, that's what the Empire is doing.
No, that's what Emery said.
That's what Emery said, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I love how Omega, like... Because people are mentioning this is a mistake putting Omega in here because Omega is going to be a problem.
Yeah, they saw how much of a problem child she was with, like, knocking down that robot and then
and she escaped the first time, so I'm like, do you really think she's going to just sit there and lie down and take this abuse? No, she immediately says, she's, like, basically telling them, like, basically in the lay of the land, and she's using the little toys as like a layout for the base. And then I think Jax is his name, the green one. He was like, I tried to escape, but bad things happen when you try to escape, because he tried it before he got shot.
Yeah, but like, how come they didn't? I mean, I know they're being nice and like Emery's the head of the project right now, but I feel like Hemlock would have just put her in the solitary area,
right? Because
just separate her.
Yeah, because all you need is her blood.
Yeah,
the fact that you put her in with other individuals, knowing that she's a problem child, like, and they don't even have that place. They're watching them, but they don't have
any audio.
They don't have any audio. Like, why?
Which is very strange, because we know they do have that kind of technology,
right? And she's talking pretty loudly. She's like, I escaped once, and I'm gonna do it again. I escaped
once.
I'm gonna do it again, everybody.
Aaron. Which, this must be the most boring job ever, because all you're doing is watching kids engage their brain.
That sucks.
Like, they're literally writing down stuff, but I'm like...
What are you writing?
Even the baby can do it, because we at least saw the baby
the little baby that they kidnapped and also do the blocks, so I'm like, this...
I don't understand, unless they're lifting up the blocks.
Which they're not even doing that with the Force, so I literally don't know why they're doing that.
Like, I get it's engaging their brain, but why do scientists need to be watching it? Don't you just need some guards to watch?
Exactly, because they're not proving anything, and I think they weren't really thinking about it. I wish they would have little different stuff each episode to do.
Yeah, but they do the same thing.
They did the same thing since we've seen them.
And that would not engage your brain. That would turn your brain to mush.
Yeah, because at some point,
the same thing every day.
They're just like, all right, this goes here, this goes here.
They literally work, because they're literally like...
Yeah, whatever. It's like, hi, my name's Omega, hi. What are you doing? Just playing a game. They want us to play this game. I'm like...
The only one who cares is that one op.
Who, the doctor that tried to kill me when she almost escaped. Yeah, and I love that when Emery was taking her blood again. Yeah. I love how she is not even paying attention to Omega at all, because as soon as she turns her back, Omega takes like the little scalpel thing to open the panel. Which that's a strong scalpel.
Strongest scalpel ever.
Weakest panel ever.
Actually, yeah, weak panel. I forgot.
For that installation, it seems pretty cheap. That shit.
Yeah, all that broke apart. I'm like, cheap.
Well, I thought it was gonna be like again, if these were longer episodes, we'd see Andor. Andor, the prison arc was 3 whole episodes, and they're about like 30-40 minutes.
Yeah.
So you saw him chipping away at different stuff in the prison to come to the climax. She was like, no, unplug the panel.
Because it was made of dirt. Like, the panels stick together with like probably like the cheapest glue you could get at the 99-cent store.
And she put it back real quick when that op scientist was coming back to see what she's doing.
It wasn't just that one panel fell. It was like 4 panels fell.
And she put them right back. She's like, is everything good? And she's like...
Which, I don't know how she did that. How'd she do that?
She has midichlorians.
Bro, that yes. I guess, having a high midichlorian count makes you put away things.
She had high midichlorian counts, and
she must have had some glue and put it back.
Mm-hmm. She had the super glue that she took from Omega's panel, and she did it real quick, and then she's she's like, nothing happened. So I think all that happened with her in the base.
Yeah, there's really nothing to
her basically
nothing to say.
Her telling the kids, I'm gonna get out of here, and that panel she'll remove. It goes up, but we don't know where it goes up to.
Because she's like, I found an escape route, but I'm like, it just goes up. What do you mean an escape route? It's not like it goes out and shoots out.
Out the mountain.
Shoot out the mountain.
It goes up to probably where Hemlock or one of the other scientists are doing.
Yeah, probably where like they're collecting the blood samples.
This is the episode of terrible plans.
I'm like, this is just leading to another part of the facility. What are you thinking, Omega?
You're still a child. You may have the training of the Bad Batch, but you're still just a child.
She was so smug this episode. Because she was so cocky.
First of all the elements were right to escape. They're more on alert now that you did it the first time.
Correct.
And now going to another version of the Bad Batch that are making bad plans. They have Rampart, and Rampart tells them, all right, to get the location for it, we have to go to Coruscant, which is already heavily Imperial fortified, the Senate's there.
Yes.
And nobody knows where the exact location is, but there's these ships that go to Tantus, and they have the coordinates. No one knows until it's about to head out. Mm-hmm. So they go to this space station around Coruscant, and Their idea was to take the coordinates when it's about to launch and
Yes.
leave by themselves on the stolen ship.
You can imagine how that went.
They realized they can't do that. They actually had to be there to actually go with the Imperials who are going to Tantis. But they have no backup. They don't have any Rex. They don't have Rex's clone people. It's literally just Wrecker, Hunter, Crosshair, and Rampart, who will literally betray them the next episode.
Any way he can.
Any way he can. I love how they gave him the little captain shirt. He's like, excuse me, I was an admiral, vice admiral. They're like, shut up and put on the damn shirt. You got the mode.
Oh my god, bro. Put on your buttons.
Put on your buttons. I love the buttons, how they signify rank. I never really paid attention to how those. Literally, just the more buttons you have, the higher you are. So he had more buttons than most of the Imperials on this ship. And like him, a lot of people are calling him non-force sensitive Obi-Wan because of the beard. It's like everyone with a sexy beard, they're just Obi-Wan, but maybe they don't have the force.
Sorry.
So he's non-sexy Obi-Wan with literally the crew. They cleaned up their armor, but it's still unique black
their
armor.
armor is so different. You literally got the freaking round thing. They literally shaped differently.
And I'm like, how are you supposed to sneak in on this space station looking basically
they look so stand out from everyone? It was like
they're like, they must have got some special armor. Like,
why they look like that?
They're like, why did I get that armor? Like,
and he's like, shut up.
Shut up. I love the Captain Rampart. He's like, follow my orders to all the other Imperials on there, because apparently no one there is a captain, apparently.
I guess not.
Which you would expect to have one admiral running something so important as a space station.
But, people just enter as they will.
This goes to Palpatine's secret cloning facility for himself.
I swear, every time, I swear it's so easy. You just buy these freaking codes from someone. You take a shit,
or you take their costume or their armor, and it fits you perfectly.
It fits perfectly.
And I love that. Just like Star Wars. You were saying something funny when Echo was trying to hack.
Spin faster.
She said spin faster.
Because he literally needs to spin faster to get the information.
And I was like, that's not how it works. Is that how it works? I don't know.
Yeah, he needs to spin faster.
He needs to spin a lot faster, because sometimes he's taking too long. But he did get
hurry up, and he's like.
I love Star Wars logic. It is so
shoot the door to open
shoot the door to close it. Like, it's so goofy, and I love it. Good. So I the whole time we're going, our anxiety was spiking through the roof.
Oh yeah, this was definitely the most suspense episode for a while.
Especially since Rampart's right there, and every time the camera went to his face, I'm like, he gonna betray them.
Because like, every time he's doing it, and it's like, oh no, we're gonna lose it all.
He's like about to say something. I think he was about to say something in one of the scenes. You're like, shut up, before he even said anything. I'm like, you just see the wheels turning in his head, because he's like,
you literally see the op behavior in action.
Yeah, he's like, when am I gonna get a perfect chance to? And you know what's funny? The Empire literally threw him under the bus.
Yep.
That did not change his attitude.
You would think he'd be like, you know what? Screw them.
No,
he said, I hate you clones.
I was like, bro, you blew up their homes for no real reason. They should hate you. Like, how are you more Imperial despite going in prison?
I hate you clones, and I hate the Empire, and I hate everyone.
Exactly, hate everybody. But no, he just hates the clone. In fact, if he had a chance, he would try to get a promotion back in the Empire. Even though they literally just threw him under the bus.
These ops, they have no brain.
Oh, they have no brain. That's why I'm like, next episode, they have to kill him. Because now that they're forced to actually go there without any backup.
Ridiculous, because they have like no backup.
Nothing.
They have no backup. They just have the team.
They just have the team with Rampart. Because even Rampart's like, that's not the plan. But he has to come anyways, because, they can't just let him wander off. And I know, if he gets a chance, when they step on Tantis, if he gets a chance to even escape for even a second, he wanted everybody on that base. And he can be like, look what I did. I brought these clones who are giving you problems back to Tantis. And They need to paralyze him, cripple him, or they need to put him in the ground because he's gonna be a problem. Like,
do you remember that one that one theory where someone said that Crosshair was gonna turn them in?
Oh my God! Someone. I'm glad some of y'all, not maybe the D4 fans, because you guys seem to be all right. But if you are listening, you're one of those fans who think you could write Star Wars better. No, you can't. Because one thing these fans forget about Star Wars is the hope. This person's theory is that Crosshair was really like a double agent. Says, look what I've done. I brought him back, and then they wanted all of them, including the Child Omega, for the doors to close with a firing squad. And it ends with you hearing blaster sounds. Now,
bro, what is this?
What kind of, like, you tell me.
Andor's not that dark, and Andor was like the darkest one.
The darkest show we've ever gotten. Even Andor did not end like that bad. Andor had lots of hope in that damn show. So you let me know in the comments, would you actually vibe with that being the series ending?
If you like that, I'm just gonna assume you did not like the characters in this show.
Correct. And
I'm just gonna assume that.
Yeah, you just want them to get murdered because, like, the child of firing squad?
I'm hoping they did not mean Omega was included.
No, they did. They said the whole squad.
But they wouldn't even shoot Omega, though.
Well, yeah, you're right. The Imperials, unless they got everything they needed from her, then they're like, whatever.
Which they probably wouldn't, because they probably still want her blood for testing.
More, yeah. So everyone else would be killed. But that guy in the comment, that person in the comment definitely wanted all of them to be there, including Omega, to be in that fight. I'm like, bro, that's terrible.
That is horrible.
And based on how Crosshair's moving, that's not a possibility. He literally went through his whole redemption thing when he knows the Empire is no good. What's the point of betraying them to...
Is it the person who like comment on that not watch that episode where he was like, damn,
he shot
him on the wrong side.
He literally was like, bro, help my brother. No, he's expendable like you. Pew! That's why he was on the mountain in the first place. He shot his superior officer.
Exactly.
So why the hell would he come back to the Empire and watch his brothers die from a firing squad? So I'm glad some of y'all don't write Star Wars.
Someone skipped an episode.
Because you skipped the episode and you're not okay. Because that's a dark... Why would you want to see that? That's
not okay.
Like, imagine watching that.
We have shows for that, okay?
Exactly. Go watch shows on HBO Max or Netflix if you want that dark shit that had no hope.
Yeah.
So that's where we are, where they're going there with no plan. Now, I'm assuming the only way, D4, because this mountain is on a high alert, the only way they're coming out of this relatively okay is if they get all the clones on that base to rebel with them.
It's literally the only way this can work with all of them dying up in here.
Because I'm having a hard time on where they would even get an opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
Would they need to find a way to round them all up in one place and give some kind of speech? Would they have to go on the comm and be like Endor, like one way out?
One way out.
Actually, now I think about it, they could do it like Endor, where like they infiltrate like the main headquarters base for the comms.
Yes.
They give some kind of rousing speech, and then they kind of could do something like that.
It's like an Andor encore.
Encore, yeah. So now I think about they could do something like that, but again, I'm having a hard time seeing, especially that I carry Rampart around and have to watch him every second. I'm having a hard, and plus some of them, especially the clone commandos, I don't care what speech you give them, they're not listening to you. They will fire. They will fire upon you without any remorse. So that's not gonna work on the clone commandos there. And the other clones are probably like Crosshair. They're probably like mad, like
yeah, because they look so dead. Like I don't even think they have the energy
to
rebel.
So they have to cause some crazy chaos in here to confuse everywhere. Like they have to, whatever beast cloning experiments are doing, they have to free all the animals in that base. Emery will have to help. Some of the clones will have to wake up.
Emery's gonna bite the dust. We know it. Emery's gonna bite the dust.
I don't know. She seemed, well, even though the kid did say, Emery gave me the doll, and like, I don't know. Emery said I'll run the facility how I want to, but she seems more, I don't know, cold. Like her progress is slow or stagnant.
I don't know. I feel like one way or another, like she's gonna eat something. You feel me?
Either she's eats it on the wrong side or the bad side.
I don't know how much dirt she's gonna eat, but she's gonna eat dirt. That's all I know.
Because even Omega's like, she's like, the kids are well taken care of. And Omega's like, I want to believe you, but I really can't because you're kind of an op.
She is kind of an op.
You're kind of an op. And even though I know you're a good sister somewhere in there because you gave the kid the doll, I know you're still a bastard. So and again, it's only 3 episodes left. So these episodes,
it's so much because you still got Emery with her development, and then you got them coming to Tantus, and then you still have Hemlock. He still has so much mystery
about him. And if this series is gonna end, and I'm assuming he dies.
Yeah,
I'm assuming he dies. Like, would we explore him in another show or like?
Hopefully, because if that's all we're getting of him and we don't get no backstory, that's kind of... Which
I think they might do that. They might just kill him and give us no... He might be one of those characters that has
just mystery. But they have to at least explain, like, this. Like, what is the explanation?
I don't think they're going to explain that at all. Why he keeps touching his arms, his wrists. Because that would take 5-10 minutes of the time they don't have. And if they did that better, if they did the pacing and the storytelling a little better, we would have got a lot of backstory on him. So when he does eat the death, we'll be like, damn. But I don't think they're going to give us anything about this man. Unless we see him again in Tales of the Empire.
Maybe. We didn't see anything about it, but...
in the trailer, but...
I do think, even with the Tales of the Jedi, there was some stuff they didn't show in the trailer, right?
Yeah, for sure. But, like, nothing too, like... They showed all, like, the fun stuff. So, like, Ahsoka doing stuff, Dooku doing stuff. Same with Tales of the Empire. They showed Barriss doing stuff. They showed the Inquisitors. But nothing, like, that would give any spoilers away.
Okay, so, I mean, there's a potential. Probably not, though, but there's a chance.
But I think he's just going to die. He's going to be, like, a mystery. And maybe they explore him like a book or something.
Yeah, he's probably going to get, like,
booked. So, I don't think we're going to know anything about him. Again, I wish we saw... a little bit more of Palpatine on like checking up hologram, like, hey, how's it going? Like,
got a little bit of him.
Where? Oh, you mean when he came to the base? Yeah, but I want more of him, like, cause they got Omega, so I want him to get the update, like, hey, we got the clone.
I know, for him to show up and then he just completely doesn't ask any more questions, that's a little weird.
Yeah, I want to see him like, oh, you found the girl that.
Because this seems to be pretty high budget. Seems like a pretty high budget.
Yeah, project. Even Tarkin's like, yo, this mountain costing a lot of money. What y'all doing over there?
It's a big old mountain.
They're like, I don't know, it's classified, but don't worry about it.
They have so many clones there. They have like so many. They literally got manpower there.
They literally do. It's a whole fortress.
Not only are they using resources, they got manpower being used there
all the time, 24/7. So the people on Coruscant are flying to Mount Tantus right now to help out with whatever they're doing over there.
So I feel like he would care a little bit more with something so costly.
It's literally his second plan besides the Death Star, because it's blowing up planets and making sure I live forever. So you would think he'd be like, hey, keep me day-to-day update on what's going on. So I just want to see him.
We have not seen like Hemlock at all. I feel like we should have seen Hemlock.
Oh, we didn't see him this episode, did we?
No. I feel like we should have saw him this episode. Even for like a minute.
You see, that's where the pacing and the stuff.
That's exactly.
It feels a little off.
That's why the 25% and then 25% doesn't work.
It doesn't work because like not enough people. I think like if you tell me this is a season finale, fine, but this is the series finale.
Correct.
So as far as I know, and apparently, and I don't know if you've been seeing this on the internet. Apparently, everyone's cloned out. People are sick of stories with the clones, like the fan base.
Oh, wow.
They don't want to see no more stuff with clones. They're sick of clones. They want to do nothing with the clones. And I'm like, well, I mean, depending on how this story goes, I mean, you could theoretically wrap up their story.
Yeah.
But you always have, there's millions of them still out there. You could always have a story with them.
Yeah, and just make it completely new. It doesn't have to be any character we already know. It could be someone new.
Right. So I'm just like, I love our brothers. I love stories with them. I think they're fantastic. I would love to see them all the time because, again, we grew up watching the damn Clone Wars. But people seem to be sick of the clones and they want to move away from the clone story.
I mean, I guess with Ahsoka opening up the new galaxy we got, I guess it might be time for some new stories about now.
Well, yeah. Well, we're probably not going to get any stories in that new galaxy, sadly. Yeah. It's just going to be Ahsoka and them figuring out how to get to our galaxy.
It's so weird to have an entire galaxy and then not dig into it.
I'm going to assume, I would hope, somewhere down the line, because in that galaxy, the Force exists still. What do they call it? Does that galaxy have their own version of the Jedi?
Yeah.
Do they have their own version of the Sith? Do they have their own...
Could be interesting.
Do they have their own Republic? Or Empire?
Exactly, because...
We don't know.
It would be a pretty interesting thing. We don't have to bring back Palpatine, okay? Don't
bring
him back.
You could literally bring another dictator.
Just create a new... a new villain, all right?
Villain.
We don't need Palpatine again.
Which side story? Apparently, what's her name? Daisy Ridley is reading the script for the new Jedi Order movie. That's gonna be 15 years later, and she says it's good. Which actors are always gonna say that because they're on the damn thing.
Correct.
I'm having high hopes that I don't know who the villains are. But I hope it's kind of like what they're doing in the High Republic, where the Jedi are fighting these crazy pirates, basically, who are making a giant mess of the galaxy. Because what I realized, as a bunch of Star Wars channels have said this, Disney have been painting the Jedi as the bad guys, almost. Like, they're the problem.
Yeah.
And I don't like that because yes, they're not perfect. Like
no,
any organization, they're far from perfect. But we gotta remember, they're the good guys.
Really?
Oh. They're the ones trying to make sure that people don't do what they're doing on Mount Tantus. They're the people that try to make sure kids don't get kidnapped from their homes
to play Tetris.
Play Tetris. Like, they keep painting the Jedi as like, they need to die, they were bad, they lost their way. I want this new movie to be like, I want either people or organization or whoever to be against the Jedi, but that movie to show why the Jedi need to exist in the galaxy. Because they are fighting for good at the end of the day, no matter how imperfect they are. I need that new hope of the Jedi. I'm so sick of it. The Jedi are the problem. There's no hope. They took away all the hope. The Jedi aren't the problem. It's the individuals within certain organizations and places that are the problem. The Jedi are the good guys. I want to see that more uplifting thing of the Jedi coming back in full. So I'm really hoping.
The Sith were right. Palpatine was right.
So many people love the Sith, and just because they're cool and they got cool powers, that's great, but they also massacre children.
They do.
They kill anybody in their place.
They do.
They're not. You would not be friends with them in real life. They will kill you at the first chance of you getting in their way. Mm-hmm. The Jedi won't. They won't do that. At least some of them won't.
Some are built a little different.
Yeah, some of them like Pon Krell, you know, shout out for him, which that was like one though.
There's literally a whole subreddit just called, I think it's like r/F Pon Krell. I think it was literally a whole subreddit for it.
Bro, cause he was not for, and that's the only time we saw a firing squad in Star Wars, because they're about to execute Fives and the others for disobeying this man's order. And they said, no, we're not going to do that. That's wrong. They helped us take over the damn base. We're going to execute them for doing the job.
Good thing the chip wasn't working.
Oh, God. Like, that. I love, like, when they were hunting him down, something in their head part was like, I don't know why, this feels right. When they were hunting his ass down
like,
before.
Damn, this feels good.
Why does this feel so good?
It feels like I was made
to do this. Like, nah, we can't think like that. That's our commander, but he an op commander, so we gotta take him out. Like, he was so annoyed. Oh my God, I hate that man. That was one of the arcs where I'm like, I want this man. I was so glad he died. I was like, bro, he needs thank God this man, Dogma shot his ass.
Thank the Force.
Like, thank the Force. So, like, I need a story with the Jedi to be good. And I need this ending, the series finale, to be good in this damn show.
I'm so scared.
Because I'm scared that they're gonna leave me hanging with wanting more.
They're either gonna do that, or they're gonna rush, or they're somehow gonna pull through. I don't know.
I really don't know. I'm gonna predict that next episode, actually it'll be easier for them because they're not all in one spot.
Correct.
So
they're probably still gonna do this 25, 25, 25, 25.
But who?
I don't know, they're gonna go back and forth up in here.
In the actual base?
Yeah.
Man, that's whack.
They're probably gonna do
that's whack. Because you're all in the same, so like, oh my god. You could do that smoothly then. If you're gonna go back and forth with what Omega's doing and what you guys are doing, do it very seamlessly. Because if I gotta wait a whole episode, they should literally, everything should be starting to go down next episode.
Yeah, this is where the big boys
start rolling.
They start rolling.
Yeah, because like we need to hear alarms at the end of the episode. We need to see things on fire. We need to get popping.
I need explosives.
We need unless they're gonna surprise us and make like this one like 40 minutes and then the series finale like an hour long.
That would be so awesome. But that's already predetermined and we're just talking.
So we're probably gonna get like 24, 25-minute episodes.
Yep.
But you let us know what you guys think is gonna happen in episode 14. Do you think or are you enjoying the series finale so far? Or apparently some people online are saying, why are people still watching this jank show?
Yep.
Which I don't agree with that. I still think this show is wonderful. I still love this show. I just want it to end properly. If this is going to be the last time we see our brothers.
I know, right?
We say this out of love because we love our brothers and we need them to have a proper, if this is going to be our goodbye to them, we need to have a proper goodbye to our clone.
Like, they better be going out with a fight if they're
exactly.
Going out.
If they're gonna go out with a bang, and if they're not gonna go out, give us hope that they all went out to live their lives doing whatever the hell they wanted in this imperial infested galaxy. So you gotta let us know what you thought in the comments below. And again, like and subscribe to the D4 channel for all your Star Wars entertainment and news here on this side of the YouTube galaxy. And what else do we got, D4?
You also have to hit that notification bell if you haven't already.
Mm-hmm.
And Spotify.
This podcast will be also on Spotify. So if you don't have time to watch a video and you're just riding to work or doing whatever, you can put us on audio on Spotify. Or honestly, you can do that on YouTube too. You just put the video in the background and listen to it. Yep. Just give us a view wherever you can to help us, become big Star Wars channel out here.
Leave your comments.
Yes, please leave your comments because
we will
feature
comment. Your comment. We will give you free shout out.
Yeah, you think we're joking? I respond to every one of the comments. We will respond to every one of the comments. And if they're very good comments and you just want to shout your name out, shout your cat's name out, shout your husband name, let us know and we'll shout you out on the podcast. So please do all of that because that helps us beat the algorithm of the YouTube channel. Do it. But as I am D4 and you are D4.
I'm D4 too.
You're D4 too?
I'm D4 too.
I bid you a farewell. Do not go into the breach. And please, Dave Filoni, I'm begging you.
Begging.
I'm begging.
We're not on our knees, but pretend we are.
Pretend we're on our knees. Please end this show like you ended Clone Wars and Rebels. I know you could do it. I believe in you.
You can do it.
We'll see you guys next time. Peace.